leave this in. Just leave this in. It's down here. Or down here.
It's mud.
Can I just touch it?
You already did, so yeah. Good rainy morning. I think we got 3.5 inches of rain last night in about, I don't know, 14, 15 hours. So that's fun. Everything's flooded out there. The whole East Tennessee is flooded, but we don't have to worry about that because we're inside and we're mudding. So we're in the bedroom, first bedroom, and I guess we're gonna get to it. So my plan is to just kind of work on the ground as much as I can at first. So I'll do like all these screws all the way around, and then I'll come back and do this joint. Then I'll go to the bottom, then I'll work the top, and then I'll do the corners. I'm gonna do the walls before the ceilings. I don't know if that's the right way or not, but I don't really want to do the ceiling yet. And like this room, there's not that many. There's just 2 joints really, and then a couple side butt joints. So there's really not that many. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. So with that, I'll pull out some mud and we'll get started. All right, so I got what they call a hawk. I figured that was easier than that other thing. So that's what I'm going to use. We're almost done. That's the easiest part, I think. So there's a couple screws I'm sure that I'll hit that are proud, so just take a screwdriver and push it in. All right. All right. about people soaking their tape, but I don't know if it's necessary or not. I guess we'll find out how this goes with this first room, and then I suppose I can decide from there whether or not I want to soak it. All right, I don't think that looks too bad. Not for never having done this before. I'm not too worried about the screws on the bottom if I miss some, because it's gonna get covered with baseboard, so I honestly don't even know if it's worth it to waste my time doing them, but I'll do them when I see them, I guess. All right, now I'll move on to this one. I guess I'll do, I was gonna do all the middle joints first, but I guess I'll do the bottom joints first. So now a couple people had commented about what's called like I think they call it like a belly joint, belly band, whatever, where you put this piece in the middle so you can just stand there and tape. And I think that would be easier, but it'd be easier to tape. I think it'd be harder to install if you had slight, like if your drywall is not perfectly level. So being first time, I think this is probably the easier route for us to go. Because like I said, I've never done this before, so. But next time I might try that. Alright, so I did soak the tape because it is drying out a little bit. And I think that would be beneficial to have it a little bit damp. Seems to work a lot better. Well, I did get a late start today, and when I was working with you guys, it was early afternoon, and the neighbor came over, talked to me about something real quick, and real quick turned into 3+ hours. So I lost a bunch of time, and it was getting dark when we got done. So it's about 9:45 right now, and I just finished up, got all my tools washed and stuff, but we're done with the corners all the way around, finished this room, done with the closet, inside, outside, top. It's all done all the way around. So we got this bedroom done. Tomorrow we'll work into this bedroom that you can't see because I didn't start it. And then we'll keep moving on. So I guess I'll go in and maybe eat supper or get some water or something and go to bed and see you guys tomorrow. All right, back at it. Checking out my work. It looks pretty good. So it's a little rough here. I'll just take my scraper and kind of go over it and knock down any little high points, but I'm not gonna sand right now because you're gonna go over it again anyway. So kind of pointless to sand. Like I said, I'll just knock down any of the high points and then I guess I can do that real quick right now. So just take this through. This will knock down any of the higher stuff. And that kind of smooths it out pretty good, and we can put our second coat on. But we're not going to do that today. What I'm going to try to do, again, getting a later start, so what the neighbor came over yesterday to ask me for help with was to go pick up his mower. So him seeing what I've done with my little X-Mark sold him, and he went and bought an X-Mark. And he just got it, learning how to use it, and he had his 10-hour service. So the place he bought it from came and picked it up, but they wouldn't bring it back for a week. And as he puts it, you can hear our grass growing by how quick it's growing. So he asked me to help him go pick it up because he didn't have a trailer and he's not super comfortable on it yet. So we did that this morning. So like I said, getting a bit of a late start, but I'm gonna try to get this room done and this room done, mudded first coat today. So it'll be the same process and we'll get after it. I don't even know what time it is. I think I took about an hour, so that's not too bad. I'll hit the uppers, the upper screws. I'll grab a ladder, not the very top ones, because I'll do those when I do the ceiling. But I got this joint here, and there's one there. Knock those out, and we'll be done. We can go to the next room.
Just do this. You silly kid. Silly kid. You just leave this in. You just leave this in. It's down here. Or down here.
It's mud.
Can I just touch it?
You already did, so yeah.
I can't just touch the drywall up here.
Do you know how to use that thing?
Yeah?
How do you do it?
I don't know.
Can you show me?
It just pushes in. It's my dress. It pushes in.
Well, I lied. I said I was gonna go in that room and work, but I decided to do that closet and the corners here. So I didn't film that closet obviously, because I could barely fit in there, let alone film in there. And Tina came out here and I told her that that was a terrible design idea. It was my design idea, but it's terrible for this. And for sanding, it's gonna be terrible too, but it'll be very useful when it's done, and it'll be nice having that closet there, but it's a pain. So anyway, I came in here, got all of my tape ripped to length, cut to length, whatever, for everything around here. So I guess we'll just keep going, and hopefully I can knock this one out before supper time. I might not get it all done, might not get the corners and stuff done, but if I can get this mostly done before supper, maybe after supper I can come out and knock out the bathroom, and then we'll be, we'll be well on our way. This will probably be, I don't know, a fifth. With that, maybe a quarter, not quite a quarter, but between a fifth and a quarter of the house being done with the first coat, so moving pretty good. Alright, so got the closet all done. I did up the corners, didn't film because it's hard to see. Did that some before supper and some after supper. But I'll do up these corner beads here. And then the only thing I'll have left is the four corners of the room. But I'm losing daylight. Such is life, I guess. Might be another late night because I'm trying to get this done. I haven't told Tina, but I'd like to have paint on the wall by the end of August. That's a lofty goal, but I guess such is life. And on this whole project, I've had lofty goals. So. This done before I get started because I could put a light on the corners easy enough. It's a little bit harder to get a light in here that's not in my way, so it doesn't look that dark on camera. Pretty dark. It's getting there at least. I will say, a lot of people kept telling me, oh, you should hire that out. It's not fun and this and that. There's something about this that's actually therapeutic, and it's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I have not done the ceiling yet, so maybe wait a couple videos and see how I feel, but right now, it's really not that bad. Got to do the top. Oh, I got a seam right there, yes. So do that, and then we'll work on the corners. Well, it's getting dark out, as I said. We got that closet done. It probably doesn't pick up on camera, but it's like, what time is it? It's 8:23. So, I'm gonna keep working on the corners. We'll get those four corners done, but the closet's done inside, outside. The whole deal. Got this room done 100%. Got that closet done, obviously minus the ceiling. This is the room we did yesterday. That's all done too. So like I said, we'll hit this with a scraper, kind of knock it down just a touch, but I'm not gonna sand before the second coat. Kind of pointless, I feel like. So yeah, pretty happy with that progress for never having done drywall mud before. Hopefully I did a decent job, but kind of looks like it. So anyway, that's where I'll leave this video. I'll show you guys the corners and then I'll give you a walkthrough tomorrow in the daylight, but this is the last you'll see of me and talking. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you in our next video.